I got to all but the arrangement, and Mr. Fonda helped me out on the last one there. But that was close.
For nearly 2 decades, the world wondered what secrets lay hidden behind one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. Now, the silence has finally been broken. Deborah Kerr's daughter Francesca has opened up, revealing truths that may change everything we thought we knew about the legendary actress. Before we uncover these incredible revelations, please hit that subscribe button right now. Help us reach 10,000 subscribers and be part of our growing community. Deborah Kerr was regarded for generations as the epitome of elegance, an iconic star whose beauty, poise, and unforgettable performances made her a legend of classic cinema. Loved by audiences and respected by her peers, she carried a rare reputation for kindness and humility in an industry known for its harshness. But behind the polished image and glowing screen presence was a private life filled with emotions the public never fully saw. Deborah passed away 18 years ago, taking many truths with her, while rumors quietly followed her legacy for years. Now, after nearly 2 decades of silence, her daughter Francesca Kerr has finally spoken, opening the door to long-hidden details, emotional memories, and revelations that may change how the world remembers Deborah Kerr forever. Deborah Kerr was born as Deborah Jane Kerr Trimmer on September 30, 1921, in the quiet Scottish town of Helensburgh. Raised in a comfortable middle-class household, her childhood was marked by discipline, imagination, and an early pull toward the stage. Even as a young girl, performance felt less like a pastime and more like a calling waiting to be answered. Her formal education took place at London's independent Northland House School, but it was outside the classroom where her true passion emerged. Drawn to movement and music, Deborah immersed herself in ballet, showing a natural grace that hinted at something extraordinary. Dance gave her structure and expression until life intervened. A serious bout of bronchitis in her early teens forced her to step away from ballet, closing one door just as another quietly opened. Unable to dance, she turned her focus toward acting, unaware that this detour would define her legacy. Don't go anywhere. If you're loving this story, show your support by subscribing to our channel. We're almost at 10K. In 1938, she joined the Sadler's Wells Ballet Company as part of the chorus, gaining invaluable stage experience and learning the discipline of live performance. Those early years taught her restraint, timing, and emotional control, skills that would later set her apart on screen. As the world descended into the uncertainty of World War II, Deborah found her footing with the Oxford Playhouse Repertory Company. Night after night, role after role, she sharpened her craft, slowly transforming raw talent into quiet authority. Her dedication did not go unnoticed. British filmmaker Gabriel Pascal saw something luminous in her and cast her in a small role in Contraband in 1940. Though brief, the appearance marked her first step into cinema, a tentative beginning to a journey that would soon accelerate. Throughout the early 1940s, Deborah appeared in a series of British films, each performance earning her greater respect and recognition. The turning point came in 1943 with The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. Under the direction of Michael Powell and Emmerich Pressburger, Deborah revealed an emotional depth that stunned audiences. She could convey longing, strength, and quiet sorrow with the slightest gesture. Critics took notice, and so did the world. By 1947, her career reached a new height with Black Narcissus. As Sister Clodagh, Deborah embodied inner conflict with haunting precision, faith battling desire, restraint battling memory. Reminder: subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Your support means everything to us as we work toward 10,000 subscribers. Deborah Kerr's career reached a defining moment in the early 1950s when her quiet intensity suddenly met global attention. In 1953, she stepped into the role of Karen Holmes in From Here to Eternity, a performance that forever altered how audiences saw her. The now legendary beach scene opposite Burt Lancaster was charged with longing and restraint, capturing a passion that felt both daring and deeply human. It became one of cinema's most unforgettable images. And with it, Kerr emerged not just as a star, but as a serious dramatic force. Over the course of her career, Deborah Kerr received 6 Academy Award nominations, a testament to her consistency and range in an era crowded with talent. From the aching maternal sorrow of Edward, My Son, to the poised elegance of The King and I, and the sunlit melancholy of The Sundowners, Each nomination reflected a different facet of her artistry. Though the Oscar itself eluded her, her reputation only grew stronger with time. Kerr also formed one of classic Hollywood's most beloved on-screen pairings with Cary Grant. Together, they embodied romance touched by wit and emotional tension. In films like An Affair to Remember and Dream Wife, their chemistry felt effortless, equal parts tenderness and playful restraint, offering audiences love stories shaped as much by longing as by charm. Quick pause. Are you subscribed yet? Help us hit 10K by clicking that subscribe button now. For much of her career, Deborah Kerr came to symbolize grace itself. On screen, she moved with calm assurance, her voice measured, her presence refined. Audiences came to associate her with dignity, restraint, and an almost moral purity, earning her the enduring label of Hollywood's ultimate good girl. Yet beneath that polished surface lived a far more playful and unpredictable spirit. Away from the cameras, Kerr was known for her sharp wit and mischievous sense of humor. She delighted in practical jokes, often surprising her co-stars with pranks that revealed a lighter, more rebellious side of her personality. This private playfulness stood in stark contrast to the restrained women she portrayed on screen, hinting at layers audiences rarely saw. Her personal life, too, suggested complexities that defied her carefully managed image. Though she shared a long and enduring marriage with writer Peter Viertel, whispers followed her through Hollywood. Rumors of romantic entanglements with leading men during productions like Tea and Sympathy and An Affair to Remember circulated quietly but persistently. Whether rooted in truth or fueled by imagination, these stories added an aura of hidden sensuality to her legend, suggesting that passion existed just beneath her composed exterior. Behind the luminous screen presence and international acclaim, Deborah Kerr lived a personal life shaped by love, resilience, and quiet sacrifice. She was married twice, but it was her first marriage to Anthony Bartley in 1945 that marked the most formative chapter of her early adult life. Bartley, an RAF squadron leader, entered her world during the uncertainty of the Second World War when Kerr was performing on stage for British troops. Their connection was immediate and intense, forged in a time when life moved quickly and tomorrow was never promised. Within a year, they were married. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers. Hit that button and join our community before we reveal the final secrets. Together, they welcomed 2 daughters, Melanie and Francesca. And for a time, the family seemed anchored by shared hope and ambition. Yet, as Deborah's career grew and the pressures of fame mounted, the marriage began to fracture. By 1959, the relationship had quietly come to an end. The divorce carried its own sorrow, but it never diminished Kerr's devotion to her children. Melanie, inspired by her mother's discipline and love for the craft, chose to follow a similar path into acting. Deborah supported her daughter not as a star but as a guide, offering wisdom shaped by experience rather than ambition. Melanie later spoke with admiration about her mother's influence, often pointing to Deborah's integrity, warmth, and unwavering work ethic. Francesca, too, remembered her mother with affection and clarity. In reflecting on her parents' early years, she recalled how Deborah met Anthony while performing during the war and how quickly their lives changed thereafter. Hollywood soon beckoned, and the family left behind what Francesca described as gray post-war London for the sunlit promise of California. For Deborah, the transition felt liberating, a dramatic shift not only in climate but in possibility. What Deborah Kerr left behind was not merely a filmography, but an enduring emotional presence, one that continues to resonate long after the final curtain. Her appeal was never loud or overt. Instead, it unfolded quietly, drawing audiences in with a magnetic stillness that few actors ever achieve. Ultimately, Deborah Kerr's lasting appeal rested not only in her technical brilliance, but in the warmth and humanity she quietly radiated. She never demanded attention. She earned it. And in doing so, she became more than a star. She became a memory shared across generations, a reminder of a time when emotion was conveyed softly and depth was found in what remained unspoken. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with others. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers, and your support makes all the difference. Until next time.